Greetings, my fellow grave walkers. It's Apocalyptic Fury back with another video. So today we're doing an orc duplication tutorial video. So first steps first. This is gonna be fast. It won't take too much of you guys' time. So I got this allied Olog here, this captain that cheated death due to poison. I killed him with poison. He came back. So we're gonna use this guy as tutorial for duplication. So that's the guy there, right? Now, first things first. When you have an orc you want to duplicate, remember to go through the training orders. Preview the things that you want to put on that orc before you duplicate them. Alright? So that's the first step. You want to preview what you want to put on them. Now to show you guys that I duplicated already. This is the necromancer that's my overlord. One of the rarest orcs in the game that I have, right? So that's him in the garrison. I duplicated him because just in case I put him out there and he dies, you know. And this is him as the overlord. So I duplicated him and put him in the garrison. So you see he has the same traits. He's exactly the same in the garrison and in game. Now, there's one thing you guys want to know. I will tell you. The garrison is basically its own separate server, meaning it's different from your save data. And this is why the duplication glitch works. Well, it's not a glitch. It's not an exploit really either. It's like a PlayStation thing. I'm not sure if Xbox can do it, but if Xbox can, or if you guys have your way of you know, reverting save data, then let me know. I could probably try to make one for Xbox as well, because I'm not sure how you guys servers work for the Xbox players. So I checked the traits that I wanted, right? But then for this video I'm just gonna make them legendary, just to, you know, just to show you guys how this works. Now when you make any captain legendary, it gives you two random traits. It has a chance to give you one from whatever the hell corresponds to that orc. Like, for example, he has a fire weapon, to give him Fire Master. And it has a chance to give them a champion trait based on their class, right? Such as, let's say, you're a Beastmaster, so it has a chance to give Epic Growl Call for Beastmasters and whatever trait for whatever class that the orc is. Or it can give one of the neutral ones, such as Great Strength for more damage or Thick Skin for more health. After you edit the orc the way you want, you exit the game, you back up your save, you go back into the game, and then you send them to the garrison so that you have that edited orc that you made backed up into the garrison. So now after putting them in the garrison, I'm just checking the traits to make sure it's the same thing that I put. Now when you back everything up, you want to do so on a flash drive, and I'm going to tell you what type of flash drive you need. Now when you save your data on your flash drive wants to be in FAT32 format, FAT32 format. So once you get a flash drive that's FAT or FAT32 format, then you make sure you go on that flash drive. You should have a PC or some computer of the sort, if you can, you know, if you have one. You plug it in your computer. You go into the flash drive and create a folder. Your folder wants to say PS4. When you make that folder, that custom folder that says PS4, inside of that folder, you want to make a subfolder that says Save Data. Once you do that, and you plug it in your PlayStation, the FAT32 format, I'm going to show you the steps after that, what you need to put in order to make this work. Go to your PlayStation home screen. You see that right there? You go to Settings. After you click on Settings, you go to Application Save Data Management. After you click on that, then you will see Save Data in System Storage. You click on that. You access your save game. You go to Copy to USB storage device. Once you do that, you're going to back up your data. When you back up your data, now it's saved on an FAT or FAT32 format hard drive. So now what you're going to do is go back in the game after sending your data back. You revert your data, so you want to upload the data back onto your game. So step one, You do whatever you want to the orc. Give them their traits, whatever you want. You exit the game right after that. After doing whatever you want to the orc, you exit the game and you back up your save data by the method I just showed you with those screenshots. After copying the data from the system storage to the USB, then you go back in the game and you send that orc to the garrison. After you send that orc to the garrison, then you want to go back to what I just showed you. You go back, but instead of copying to USB, you want to go to where it says copy from USB back to system storage. So when you do that, you're reverting your save data back to when the orc was on the field after you customized it. So I'll feel free to answer questions in the comment section just in case you were confused. So you edit the orc the way you want, you put the traits you want on it, and close the game. Don't do any. Leave the orc there with all the customizations you put on him. You close the game. You back up the save data by those screenshots I just showed you. You go back in the game and then send them to the garrison in the state that you put them in. Then you close the game again with an empty slot where that orc was. You re-upload your save data to where the orc was there. What that's going to do is when you go back in the game, you're going to see your orc there. But when you check the garrison, the orc is also in the garrison while also being present in the game. This would allow you to do what I'm doing right now. You see the orc is already in the field, the same orc, right? I'm about to deploy him to the region. So by doing what I just explained, you will have two versions of the same orc because the garrison is a separate instance of server. Once you edit the orc the way you want, send it to the garrison and leave the blank space there, and you revert your save data back when the orc was on the field, then it creates two instances of the same orc. So what I did is I took my backup orc out the garrison and put him on the field. So now I have two of him. And yes, what this accomplishes is not only does it save your orcs, and if it dies you have an exact copy, but you can also make two different copies of the same orc if you want. If the one you edited and put in the garrison, you back that up first. When you edit the orc, you back up the orc save data while it's still on the field, and you go back and then put it in garrison after closing the game, after saving the data when it was on the field. You can leave that version in the garrison that you sent to the garrison that you edited, re-upload the save data, get that orc back, and change that orc differently than how he is in the garrison. So you have two different versions of the same orc, one in the garrison and one on the field. Me, however, what I just did is I sent the garrison version and the original version both on the field. I left the one from the reverted save data on the field, and I took the one out the garrison and put them on the field. Like I said, if any of this is confusing, I will do more explaining in the comments, and I'll even edit or upload another video following this one if it's necessary, because I know this seems a little bamboozling, so I understand. But watch this here.
Fear death, do you? Flap your neck all you like. Meanwhile, I'll be
You see them two in the background? That's the same damn orc.
We'd hoped to arrive earlier, but getting ready was a bit of a bother.
So you see, they're exact twins. It's the same orc. Now this is what you don't want to do. If you don't want the orc to die, if you don't want that Olag or orc to die, make sure you don't do what I just did. Do not send both of them on the field. I'm just proving to you guys that I duplicated it. But do not do this if you want the orc to be safe. You want one to stay in the garrison and one to stay on the field. Now, let's say the one on the field dies. You pull the one out the garrison, and then you do this process over again to clone the one that you pulled back out the garrison. Therefore, you have an endless version of that orc, meaning that orc is essentially immortal. because you keep bringing him back into the game from the garrison and using the save data revert to keep bringing him back. So that's what you want to do. So there's 2 of the same orc.
Lives are mine to judge, mine to take, just as yours is.
You're not here to talk. You're here to fight. Kill the talk.
Alright, so this is a little aftermath of what happened. The first guy got killed. The second guy got killed. You get the gist of it. So this is what you do. Now, if you want to make an army, and I might make a video of this pretty soon or in the near future, you can literally do this. You know, revert save data after putting them in the garrison. You can do this multiple times. Now, the part that you can do multiple and the part that you can't. The part that you can do over multiple times, you can literally take out the version of the garrison and put him on the field, clone him again, put another version back into the garrison, and then bring that garrison version back out after reverting the data again, as long as you have slots to continuously put the same orc back onto the field. What you cannot do multiple times, you cannot put multiple orcs of the same kind in the garrison at the same time. So the one that you just saw me bring, that Olog, I cannot put a one from the field in the garrison more than once. But using revert save data tactic, I can put as many in the garrison one at a time, with revert the save data to pull him back out and put him on the field as another instance to put as many of him as I want. Like I said, I'll do more explaining in the comment section if you want, but thank you guys for watching.